Okay, then. So these guys now, they've taken one cohesion. These have taken two. So these guys turn. Maybe it's time to charge in, see what happens, I guess. So my choices are to charge in like that, or I guess to slide across and charge in like that, aren't they?
Yep.
So
The
if
advantage of charging with
square,
a all lined up
yeah,
means it's quite simple. You've got two units on both sides
yeah,
rolling in combat. Both are disordered. It's a straight fight.
okay,
But the
yeah,
risk is, obviously, if you roll horribly, you
yep,
could lose the battle unit in one turn.
okay, that's possibly true. Well, look, let's do that. Let's give
Yep.
this a go because I've taken less cohesion hits than my opponent. So we're going to turn and charge. Is there any shooting on the way in? No, I
No
guess
shooting, nothing like that. No.
nothing like that. So how many dice am I rolling here then?
So here you'll be getting two dice per side, very similar to the shooting.
Okay,
In melee, it
yeah,
works the same way as a standard ADLG. Two
fine.
units, two dice.
So this is 2 units for melee purposes. Sorry, that was a 2, wasn't it? I've just knocked it. What a brilliant system that is. So, and this is just a straight opposed dice roll, isn't it? So actually, I can speed up the game by doing this the same. Um,
And being that these are two Pike and Shot units, so they fight as heavy spearmen.
yeah,
So factor of one,
yeah,
everyone's disordered. It's a
yeah.
straight roll. Your basic
All
factor of
units,
zero.
both bases take a -1. So we're factor one. We're both factor zero. But does it need to be red dice against red dice or white against white?
It just makes things cleaner and more
Actually, yes, because I've
consistent
got to
when you
see who
add bigger
wins, haven't I?
unit, when you
Really?
have more
It's just
units involved.
it's who wins, isn't it? Because it's not
Yeah.
opposed shooting. So I do need it to be red and white. So here we go then. So
Oh.
brilliant at this. These are remarkable odds. So let's let's pretend as well, just for the sake of doing an argument, that I didn't roll exactly evens with 4 dice. Um, I should be entering the lottery with this one. Try again.
Absolutely.
So here, this looks better.
Here
Right.
we go.
So reds against reds. These guys have won by 2. So I presume that's one cohesion hit.
So Renaissance works on the same. For every difference of two, you take a hit.
And that's dice per dice. It's not aggregated.
Dice per dice, so unit by unit.
Okay.
So
So
the red
that's the
unit,
first hit. Bang.
yep, just
That
take a
goes up
hit.
3. And he's won by 3,
Yep.
which is 2 more hits, isn't it?
Two more hits, and so the red Pike and Shot has now taken a total of 5 cohesion. So it's one
And
off breaking.
and these guys didn't win either of those. So they're actually now there.
Pretty keen.
So combat's going on. Is there any clever break off moves or anything like that?
No, for Pike and for all the foot, no,
No.
there's no break off
Okay.
moves.
So we would go straight into another round of melee unless somebody else joined it. And we're doing exactly the same again.
Yep.
We're still both kind of knackered. There's no extra minuses for loads of cohesion hits.
No extra minuses. The only time the extra cohesion is important is for breakpoints.
Okay.
You've taken one or two cohesion. You take one. There's one breakpoint to your army.
Okay.
Once you've gone by more than half of the battle unit's breakpoints, you've
Right.
got two to your breakpoint of the army.
Yeah.
And when the battle unit breaks, there's 4 points, being two units.
So this unit here counts as effectively
1 point.
one disordered unit -1 cohesion towards the breakpoint of the army.
Right.
But this at the moment is counting as 2 cohesion to the breakpoint of the army.
Yeah.
It's got over halfway and it's a big unit. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if we can get some more lucky dice rolls. But they're all just taking base factor 1, -1 because they've disordered, cohesion loss. The amount of cohesion loss doesn't matter. It's always -1. Off we go. So 4, 5, 4, and 1. So he's won again. That's up to 6, plus another 3, 7, 8, 9. This one is completely eliminated. They're wiped out, and these guys are the victors.
Yep.
Bish bosh. So actually, doing it with the 2 dice does really speed it up, and that's half and half because the cohesion goes on the whole unit. That makes it quite speedy. There's a little bit of choice about, do you want to max out the number of dice, the number of hits by going full on, and that also applies for shooting. you can sometimes go in like that and be more deadly. And I guess that has more of an effect if you've got a battle that's not just got one unit. There will usually be someone here that will tend to go away and make that happen, I guess.
Yeah, so when you've got, say, if you've got a series of Pike Shot in a checkerboard formation, so they can
Yep.
group move,
Okay.
that can make a bit of a difference. Or you might have artillery supporting or
Yep.
cavalry. That's when having things in a little off kilter can really make a big difference. Where you might be able to get 3 or 4 people, 3 or 4 units shooting at one target, just to
Okay.
really make sure you win.
Well, look, let's give these guys a rest.